to this very special MBA series where I talk about my MBA journey. So, if you're somebody who's preparing for the GMAT or is going to prepare for the GMAT, maybe this video is for you. So, I knew that managing a full-time job with GMAT would not have been easy. I was working for a Big Four at the time, and anybody who's worked in a Big Four would understand that the jobs are really demanding there. So my strategy was to finish my studies in the morning. So before leaving for work, I would dedicate around 2 to 2.5 hours to my studies, and I would pick both verbal and quants. So instead of, let's say, doing 20 questions of quants and 20 questions of verbal, I would do only 10 questions of quants and 10 questions of verbal from different subtopics. But I would ensure that I'm done with my studies first thing in the morning. And if there is any reviewing of my mistakes that I have to do, or if there's something that I feel like I have to catch up on, only that part I would do in the evening once I came back from work. The only reason why I wanted it to be this way is so that when I am actually solving the problems, I'm not just brushing them off if I'm getting them wrong by saying, yeah, maybe I'm tired and that's why I'm not getting it right. It was extremely important for you to know whether you actually know that concept or not, and that you're just not getting it wrong because you feel like you're tired. On weekdays, this is how I would manage. And then on weekdays, I give myself 8 hours of prep. Let's say break it down into two portions. 8 to 12 could be one, and then 2 to 6 could be one. The timings, of course, can be managed as per however you guys liked it or however you guys like it. But this is how I would study on weekends. So yes, that is how I managed my time when I was working with my firm. So now let's get on to the prep material. Of course, official guide material is like the Bible of GMAT, and you can never go wrong with it. But we do understand that the question banks there are a bit limited and they're not really exhaustive. So if you want to build on your concepts a little bit and then get to official questions, you can always look at Manhattan questions. I think they've got some really good quality questions. Not just that, they have also got really good explanation of the concepts. The Manhattan Complete Guide that used to come, I think it's a fantastic book to look at if you're prepping for GMAT. Apart from that, Crack Verbal website, their program really helped me, and even the Magoosh program really helped me. What I would suggest against would be to take a private tutor, because it really burns a hole in your pocket and you're more worried about the money you're spending than what you're actually learning. Of course, if you have the money to afford someone, please go ahead and do it. But if you are in that battle and you want a little bit of a budgeted study, then I do think that private tutors are pretty expensive. But if you can shell out, please do so. Be helpful. But apart from that, I think these three coaching materials or websites really helped me, which was Magoosh, Crack Verbal, and Manhattan. Okay, so these are all paid materials that I talked about. Of course, for unpaid material, you can always go to GMAT Club, and it has a ton of questions, a ton of very brilliant, genius guys out there who make their own questions very GMAT-like, and so you can always use their website. They also have their own mock tests if you want to buy them, and that is a free material that you can use. Tons of questions. It is also true that by seeing so many questions, the flip side of it is that you might feel that you're never prepared enough. So you might not get a sense of completion of GMAT Club. So I would say restrain from getting into that zone and feeling like that. But if you really are not able to get your hands on the material that I previously mentioned, GMAT Club is an excellent website. You get all materials. You get GMAT official questions, you get Manhattan official questions, all of those questions for free. So please make an account there. It is really very, very helpful. Okay, so now you have your work schedule ready, you have your time schedule ready, you know when you're going to study, and you start studying, right? you've taken the diagnostic test, you know where you stand. Now, the next question then arises, how many mock tests to take and where to prep from? So, with mock tests, I would say that you can take them at regular intervals, maybe after a month. If you have planned that you're going to study for 3 months, then you can take them after the end of each month. All right. Or if you are somebody who's very, very new to GMAT, who's very, very new to giving exams, and you find it a little difficult to sit for longer period of hours and concentrate, then you could also give them fortnightly, okay, just to get yourself into the practice of sitting in one place and concentrating. Because let's just agree on something, that GMAT is a marathon. You don't get to pick and choose. You have to solve each and every question. So that is what I would do. In terms of mock tests, of course, there's nothing better than official guide. After official guide mock tests, or the official mock tests, my bad, you can look at Manhattan Test Prep. That is also pretty good and very, very close to the official mock tests, but it can be slightly expensive for certain people. So the next best option that I found personally helpful was Experts Global. They have, I think, a set of 15 mock tests, if I'm not wrong. And they, I think, are very cost effective, in the sense that if you are someone who wants more practice, as I was mentioning, because you can't sit for longer hours, you're not wasting any mock, because you have enough mocks with different questions in each mock, so that you're not repeating the question. So it's not like because you've done a separate mock, you've gotten a better score because you've seen it in the previous mock, right? It's not like that. And you're also not wasting any official mocks in that process. So I found Experts Global to be quite effective, price effective also, and effective otherwise also. So that is about mock tests. You can either take them fortnightly or once every month. But it is important to take them from the very beginning of your prep and then give more of them towards the end of your prep. Okay. So yes, that's about mock. So now on to the real reason why I wanted to make this video, and it definitely wasn't to tell you guys how to increase your scores by X%, Y%, or by X points, Y points, whatever. There are plenty of people out there who can help you with it, but I am here to talk to you guys and tell you about how important it is to acknowledge your hard work when you are writing this exam. It definitely is a tough exam. For some people it's not, and that's okay, but for some people it is, and that's okay too. So it's important that every single one of us acknowledge where we're coming from. We acknowledge our strengths, our weaknesses, and really be proud of whatever we have been able to achieve, and with whatever point we've been able to score. You know, our scores like mine don't really make it to thumbnails and clickbaits, and people don't really applaud them because it's a decent score, it's a good score, but it's not necessarily the dreamt of 700, or I don't know, like I think 700 is now 645 as per Focus Edition. It's none of that. And I think that a lot of times we start to correlate our self-esteem, our self-worth to the score that we're getting in GMAT. And if you are someone who, like me, is attempting a competitive exam for the first time, then the most important thing to understand is to get into this exam with a competitive exam like mindset. Just think of it as an exam and nothing more and nothing less. And if it doesn't work out for you for whatsoever reason, think about ways to pivot and think of something else. Okay. Because if this was one, there was one advice that I would give my younger self, or if I had to go back in time and change something, I think that would be something that I would really want to change. I definitely would have latched on to GRD a little while ago, and not really have taken things to my heart and said, no, I'm going to do it no matter what. You can take that way as well. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. But if you relate to me, if you are someone who can understand where I'm coming from, it is still not too late to jump the boat. And that's the thought I would want to leave you guys with. Please let me know in the comment section below how you like this video, if this video was helpful, if there are any questions, any concerns, anything that you would like to share. Please feel free. I want this to be like a safe space for everybody to just talk about how they're feeling and where they are currently in their GMAT journey, and from my video, how have they made up their mind to tackle this exam. So see you soon. I'll be uploading more videos. Till then, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon.